Morning. Coming to look at the corn across town, and it looks excellent. We're right up the farm lane here. Can't really see it. I'll take a better video when I'm up on the road. You sit up on the hill, but coming back here, this was the later stuff that we planted and the later stuff that we put ESN on. And I tell you what, it looks really good. Good ear size, good everything. A little bit shorter right here because compaction. This is a turnaround area. But it's a 115-day seed consultant. And when I get up out of here, I'll show you what it looks like across the whole farm. Looks good. I wish we put a little bit more ESN on. We didn't go crazy here across town because we weren't sure how much rain we were going to get on, but we put, I don't know, 175 pounds of ESN and sulfur. But now it won't stop raining, so I kind of wish we had done a little bit more ESN here. Get backed up here. But it is what it is now. Can't really spend a lot on a $3.90 corn crop, but I think it looks very favorable. Probably come over with the gator at some point this week and spray around all the edges. But a field, a little bit of grass is coming up along the edges, so we'll go check out another farm. Alright, we're coming up on some more corn. Got the neighbor's corn here, that's anhydrous fertilized, and you can see the line right there. That is our corn. It's 115 day. I think it looks pretty good compared to their gigantic farmers. And this up here is a sand hill. It's just dead sand. Nothing ever grows there, and look at it. I mean, it just never grows anything. And I think it looks pretty damn good. Crazy. I think actually fertilizing it late, like we did, it's really reaping the benefits now. I mean, just huge ears. Still got a long way to go. It's 115 day, but I mean, if you look at the ears, they're coming along nicely. Big, fat, long ones. That's what she said. Compared to that over there, I think ours looks pretty good. We got this in late, and fertilized it late, no rain whatsoever forever. That's why it took us so long to fertilize it. Looks good. I mean, I'm impressed. This is a different farmer, and he planted that earlier, and I think this stuff right here it looks good. Very impressed with it. Now we'll go to a farm. I got Seed Consultant 115 day on the left and Decob 115 day on the right. And we'll Let's see what that stuff looks like, because that's where we can tell what's going on with different brands. All right, so this right here is your Seed Consultant side. That's the decob side. I'll show you that when I come back. I'm gonna come back the opposite way. That's your Seed Consultant. You want to look at ears? I mean, look at those. Yeah, going good. Yeah, big ear, not a really big ear. I just got two on that one. A lot of them starting to get one extra one, but it looks good and tall. I mean, good Lord, looks good all in there. Nice big ears, like hardly no disease on it whatsoever. I mean, look, just clean, clean, clean. I'll give you an idea how tall it is. It's really tall. Let me see if I can get on the pickup and look over it. There we go. Looks good. Looks really good. This is all your Seed Consultant. We'll go look at the decob. Here, 115 day. Doesn't look like it has a height, but I tell you, decob does hold its yield. Looks good. I don't think it's quite as tall, but I do think that Seed Consultant will be drier than the decob. Decob seems like it takes a really long time to dry down, in my opinion. It yields good, but it just seems like it takes a while to dry down. That's some Axis seed over there. A lot of people plant that around here. But this right here is your decob. It looks good, I mean, it all looks good over here. If I plant any decob next year, I do want to go with a different type of seed. My planter does not like the round seed. That's what that was. Get the flatter seed. Seems like it just plants it better. So let's go look at some beans. A lot of guys on this side of town are big time farmers that plant around us. You know, they're 5,000 plus acre guys. So I always try to measure our stuff against theirs, because if you got 5,000 acres plus, you got to be a successful, smart farmer, right? Or you just got a lot of old money that lets you get that big. But I like to measure our corn or our soybeans that I have planted around here by them to see if it looks like their stuff, because I'm like, well, if it looks as good, if not better than their stuff, then I must be doing something right, is how I figure it. So that's how I judge across town. Because see what it looks like. You look at theirs, what they do, and then I do what I do, and if it looks as good, if not better, then I must be doing it right, I guess. Well, my brother's getting the last farm of straw out. So, looking at the wheat beans over here, they look pretty good. Pretty good, pretty good. I even planted these when it was dry as hell. I put them a little bit deeper, but coming up pretty. These are some later ones. We got some that are really tall. It's crazy how quick they've gotten up. I just got all this sprayed this past week. See all the dead grass stuff, but the beans are coming along pretty good. Pretty good. There's a testament. If anybody tells you you got to spray Liberty at 20 gallons to the acre with Weather Guard and all that other stuff, you don't. Throw some Roundup, Liberty in there, 15 gallons an acre. Kills everything. Kills every single thing. You don't have to spend tons of money for Liberty. All the stuff they want you to go in there to heat it up. And you can do 15 gallons an acre. You don't have to do 20. And it smokes everything. You can look at it all the way back. It's smoked everywhere. Come out here and look at some of these beans, but yeah, I mean, Liberty, I mean, it smokes everything. 15 gallons an acre. You don't need Weather Guard and everything else. You can just put the Liberty and Roundup, and as you can tell, it smokes all your broadleafs. Smokes them all. Because it's expensive when you got to use two separate things anyway, so you don't need to add all the other stuff in there. To make it more expensive. These are Enlist beans, but I spray Liberty on it. I feel like Enlist doesn't work as well as Liberty does. But as you can see, it smokes all your broadleaf. It does a good job. This is the second year I've done it without adding a bunch of stuff that they tell you to add, and it's been working well for me anyway. Palmer, it kills all that stuff. 15 gallons an acre. You don't need the Weather Guard and all the nonsense. So I'm gonna help him throw the rest of his straps, help him get loaded, and call it a day because it's starting to drizzle. Didn't get any rain earlier in the year. Now it rains every other day, but it's been dry, so everything's growing good. The corn, I mean, really putting on nice size ears. The beans are jumping big time. So everything's looking good, hopefully. Hopefully it continues that way. Morning. It is Tuesday? It's Tuesday, I think. When you get older, the days just go. You don't realize what they are. So, non-farming related stuff this morning. My brother, he's loading straw, but I've got to sharpen the blades on that lawnmower because cutting grass, Normally I just buy new blades because it seems like anymore, these cheap blades that are coming through John Deere, I guess they're all made in China. I mean, you barely cut grass and them things get dented and pitted and everything, and it's getting ready to be August here soon. And I figure another month of cutting grass. So instead of going and spending 70, 80 bucks for some cheap ass blades again, I'm gonna just try to sharpen these. We used to, back in the day, we'd put a new set on it, run them to the, you could tell they were dull, then we would pull them off, sharpen them, run them again, and then they were pretty much done. And then you put a new set on. But man, these new ones, I've been putting new sets on because every time I go to pull them off, they're so pitted so bad, they're not worth sharpening. But I'm going to sharpen them just to get through the rest of the summer. So I think this is like the second or third set this summer we put on that thing. Of course, we do cut a lot of grass. We cut my son's house, my brother's house, and the farmyard. And that adds up to be a lot of grass, but it's all just grass. It ain't like we're cutting shitty stuff. But man, the blades just don't hold up anymore. So, and I was gonna spray. I got, I don't know, 100 and some acres left to spray. And then maybe some touch-up areas here and there. But man, it's just, they said it wasn't gonna rain, but look at them clouds. I mean, that looks like rain clouds. And it even feels like it's gonna rain. So, yesterday morning I was spraying around the edge of some cornfields with the gator here. And no sooner than I got done, it started like, you could just feel little touches of your rain on you, even though they weren't calling for any until like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So I'm gonna hold off. Chemical is expensive. I'm not gonna waste it. And then we'll see what happens today with the rain. If it clears up and gets sunny, then I got the sprayer loaded. I can do 67 acres on a tank load, so I got the sprayer loaded. So then I'll go run over there and knock out 60 some acres. So and then I'll just do another tank load tomorrow to finish up. But yeah, corn looks great. I can't believe this 104 day that I planted early that went through 2 months no rain. Just looking at the ears on it, I'm like, oh my gosh. So God is good. He's helped us with the rain somehow, helped our crop stay good. The rest of the corn looks awesome now. Now we can't get it to stop raining. It rains like every other day. So I guess that's a good thing. And I got to put the new planter wires on this thing that I haven't done yet. So I got a lot of stuff I got to get done, little tedious stuff. So I'm going to get to it. All right, so I am putting a new power cord on. This is what it looks like right here. And this runs both planters. I had to take this off of the tractor. Oh, where's such all at? I had to take this off of the, I had one on here, and then when the tractor messed up, I had to take it. You just hook it to your positive and negative batteries, and then it runs back and plugs into each planter. And there's not a lot of room in here to do this crap. I wish they would come standard on each piece of equipment already on here, done and over with, instead of having to do this because they know that you actually need it, but they don't. So I'm running this up, a new one, and there is not a lot of room in here for anything to get in here to do it. Like I said, I don't know why they don't run this standard on each piece of equipment. It's already here on the tractor. You just plug it in, because I'm sure that even the new planters, the brand new planters and tractors use the same ones, and it should just be mandatory. This is the shit, and it's a John Deere thing, you gotta have it. This is the shit that irritates me, that they don't just have this stuff on here. And you have to run it up through there over top to the battery. And they give you, that's the room you have to work with to get through there. Doesn't work that easy. So, I'm gonna put you down and run through it. Try to get it through there, and I'll get right back with you. So I got it routed up through here. I'll show you. So it goes up through there, it's dark. And then I'll wind her up, tie strap her back here. But I'll show you what it does. Pull it. You gotta run it all through. Here, hold on. You gotta run it all through that crap. Bring it down. And then you got your hot, or your negative goes here, positive goes there, and that gives continuous power to the planters for the air compressors when you're hooked up to it. And that's how you get your power source. This should be straight up, come through factory, done. So this would be another hint for my son Hunter. That's how you get your power source. There is a 40 amp fuse that goes right there. See the fuse box? Right there. So if the planter stops working, and of course it took me to figure this out, because when first time we ever had this done, when we bought our other planter, John Deere came down, because we bought the tractor at the same time. John Deere came down and put it all in. Well, they never told me about the fuse. So the planter stopped working one day. And I was like, what in the hell is going on here? Took me, I had to call a bunch of people. Finally somebody told me to check that. So if the planter ever stops working, fuse is blown. And it takes, right here, takes a 40 amp fuse. So always check that. This is for anybody listening, but for my son. Check that, because 9 times out of 10, that's the problem. I've had that happen a couple different times to me, where the planter stops working, and it's because of that. So, and then you can also check your ISO connection. Of course, I don't have it on here because I took everything off and put it on my brother's, but I got another one. So you got a plug that goes right here. That's your planter box. That'll go in that hole, that big hole. Then you got your ISO bus right there, and then you got your standard light plug in and everything else. And then this right here, there's a piece that comes off the planter. You take this cap off right here. It's just a dust protector cap. And then this piece right here connects into the planter, and that's what runs the air compressor and stuff like that. So that's the main issue I've had with these things, is that fuse will blow every now and then. I don't know what makes it blow, but it does. So, and they couldn't have put it in more horrible spot, because to change that fuse in there in that box, it is not easy. I mean, to get in this little crack. So I would have rather them had it put here on the end, so you could just do it. That's why it should come through standard on Deere, where these are already hooked up, and then there's like a fuse panel, maybe let's say right here. So if the fuse goes out, you can just change the fuse real quick. I mean, I don't know. And I'm sure even the new tractors, like this is an older tractor, I'm sure the new tractors probably isn't any better, because even the pump switch that I put in there instead of the foot pedal, remember earlier in one of the earlier videos, I put just a regular switch in there, a rocker switch to turn my pump on the planter on and off, instead of having the foot pedal. And I know everybody knows about foot pedals, because I've seen on TikTok a lot of farmers complain about it. And that's where one farmer actually put the switch in. That's where I learned how to do it, and it works 100 times better. But why doesn't stuff like that come mandatory? I know everybody doesn't have the same pumps on planters and stuff like that, but there's a lot of room in there. They could make switches optional, have them in there already. And you just hook up to the back, they might have there can't be but 2 or 3 different hookup styles, and you have that hookup for whatever switch that you use. But man, I really like the switch. I mean, just little things that you can do to make your job easier is a lot easier. So, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and get this hooked up. Now all I gotta do is just put it on take the nuts off the battery and put the connections on there and tighten it up, and it's done. So it's simple when you get to this end. It's a pain in the butt to run it. So, all right. And there it is. You got your negative and your positive. And she is done. And I can still reach at right here. Oh, well, I can't get both arms in there. But this thing right here, put your fuse in there. And I'll just throw her up in the cab now. So she's on there, that's good. Back to spraying wheat beans, and these wheat beans are pretty. They are just coming up beautiful. That's the corn that I put fungicide on the other day. Let's see how that does. Well, we are getting some rain again. It's a nice little shower. Well, you can't see it, but you can probably hear it. Wheat beans look good. For some reason, this side is a lot taller than that side. Same bean. I mean, the only thing separating it is the yard and driveway. I don't know why. Look, cat's trying to run out of the rain. Now that it's coming down, she must have been out in the field. So, we could use a little shower, I guess. We have been getting a lot of rain, but I guess a little shower won't hurt. The beans have been jumping like crazy. It rains, then it gets 90 degrees, everything jumps. Corn looks awesome. Like I said, you probably heard it. You probably get tired of hearing it, but for 2 months of no rain, and now we're getting rain, it's crazy what the corn looks like. Even the early corn that I planted, the ears are filling out, looks good. I can't wait to see what the corn did that I put fungicide and sugar on. See what that does. Who knows? But it's raining, it's sunny here. It's coming from the south, so. But anyway, like, subscribe, share. I got about 60 more acres of beans to spray. It'll be done, other than maybe touching up a couple spots here and there that end up coming back. Other than that, yeah, tomorrow is cut all the grass, because where it's been raining so much, I just cut the grass. Now I got to cut all the grass on all the farms again. We do have to fix the bush hog. One of the clutches went out again after we fixed it. So we got to fix that. And I'm going to wash the bean planter up, because we're done with that. Wash it up, put it away, and then just sit around and kind of wait, get the combine ready for corn, and you know, it'll be here before you know it, trust me. So anyway, let's see you in the video. See you.